Cave. Yay, we're in the women's cave today, and we have awesome guests. Like, I think she's like a bona fide celeb because like she got interviewed with like the BBC and stuff. I think that makes her like a bona fide celeb, England celeb. That's the second one that we've had on the show. I'm so excited. This one's bigger though. Anyway, moving on. I'm Winona, and Jade is normally here, but she ran out on to do something. I remember. She had a meeting. Anyway. As you can tell, I'm a little confused and my camera's not on, and so you can't see my red ribbon and my beautiful red lips. I'm very disappointed in this, highly, because my narcissism is like, my beauty must be shown. I actually worked out for this interview, like went to the gym and all that crap. Anyway, we have books. I should get to what books we have. We have And I Thought Divorce Was Bad, and I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy, and I Thought I Could Juggle It All, and I Thought I Did My Journey Alone, and I thought he was the one. We really did. And then he turned out not to be. And I thought I had it all figured out. And yes, Hollywood, I still need a television show made off of this book. Please, oh, please, oh, please. Thank you. What else do I have? And I Thought the workbook. And then we have the Misfit Guides, the new series, The Cocky Sway That Leads Crooked Footprints. I'm sorry, it's a sassy sway. I can't even read my own book cover without the camera in my face. This is pathetic. And then the Misfit Guys, the cocktails, the soirees, and the LBD. Let us not forget Jade's most favoritist thing that we have. And favoritist is now a word because I deem it so. Well, none of the word queen, just in case you didn't think my narcissism wasn't big enough. The independent writer, the 25 hottest indie artists, and advocates. So please check all of that out at Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com, and AndWeThought.com. Of course, if you're just buying the magazine, well, then it's AndWeThought.com. Also, yes, you can see my beautiful camera, full-size face on all your wonderful TVs in the U.S. and the U.K. Just Right in Life, our docu-series. But since Jade's not here, I can say reality TV show. And if you happen to live in California, you can catch us on Channel 18. Once again, you can find all of that at andwethought.com, but you're not here to hear about me or us or anything else I really have to say because I have no camera today. You're here to hear about our wonderful guests. Wonderful guests, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm 23. I live in York, in England. I'm a poet, songwriter, and journalist.
Nice. And no, she doesn't mean JD. Because we wouldn't have all of that. Definitely not songwriter, because I don't think either of us can sing. I claim to sing, but it's not good. So anyway, out of all those titles, which one is your favorite?
I love kind of singing, probably the most. I think performing is kind of, you can really connect with the crowd if you're kind of singing it. Whereas poetry, I enjoy kind of as a personal thing. But yeah, I mean, I like variety, so a bit of everything.
You're one of those really artistic souls, a Renaissance lady. And you look like a Renaissance lady, so it works.
Okay, thanks.
So, you write poetry as well,
yeah.
And journalism. So how does all that creativity translate into nonfiction?
Yeah, I mean, nonfiction, I've kind of bit less creative, but I love traveling, so the kind of the travel journalism stuff is great, and kind of you come across really inspiring places, so I think it kind of feeds into kind of the songs and the poetry as well.
So where's the coolest place you traveled?
Siberia. I love Siberia. I did Russian at uni, so kind of I spent a couple of summers just visiting, and it was great. Yeah.
No, I have to hear some now, right?
Yeah, well, I really like nature, so kind of all my songs and poems are about trees and nature, and I mean Siberia is just, the forest is just incredible, so yeah, that was really inspiring.
You know, Jade's dad is going to be so happy to hear that, because all he ever does, every time we're like, yeah, so we're going to make a vacation, and he's like, what about Siberia? And we're like, it's Siberia. No.
Oh, wow.
You cannot go to Siberia.
No, it's an amazing place. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I hear Siberia and I think work camps. Like, no, thank you. But
yeah, I mean, the nature's just great. I mean, it is like kind of really off the beaten track. Got to take a train for like 9 hours and stuff if you want to get anywhere. But yeah, definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. All right, Jade's dad may win next year, but none of us speak Russian, so probably not. So, you were up for a Saboteur Award this year?
Yeah, in the kind of best reviewing category. I actually won, which was quite a surprise. And yeah, it was a really, really great award ceremony.
How do you go about writing a review for a book, right?
Yeah, so I review poetry collections for kind of a range of different small magazines. And yeah, I mean, I kind of love discovering new voices, and yeah, they just kind of send them out, and kind of I've always got this stream of new books I'm reviewing, so that's really great.
You know, as a narcissist, I have to say, why not add ours?
Yeah. What's it about? You have to sell it to me. Go for it.
We have 10 poetry books that are kind of like written in life lessons.
Okay.
This is really not my, this is not my show to do this on, but I'm going to do this today since you said sell it to you. We have a really cool cocktail recipe book, which takes you through life through the use of cocktails and the ingredients. And then my second favorite book is And I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It has my late mother's recipe in it. And you learn the 10 steps to making homemade biscuits while getting from high school to walking down the aisle. So
wow. Okay.
And it's all done in poems and essays. And I'm moving on. But those are like the two coolest books I love. I'm like making bread and making liquor. What? I'm happy.
Oh, wow. No, that sounds great. Yeah.
So you write reviews. How do you feel that helps with your poetry, with your work? Does it give you a wider range?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, constantly discovering kind of, new ways to talk about things and kind of different approaches. I kind of read things and I'm like, wow, that's a really good kind of turn of phrase and things like that. So I'm always scribbling down in my notebook, kind of in lines that inspire me and stuff. So yeah, definitely.
How do you find the time to do all that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of always busy with something. Like it's kind of hard sometimes, kind of juggling 3 different lives of like, poet, musician, journalist. Like it's kind of the average day. I kind of work until like midnight a lot of the time. But it's definitely it's great. Kind of being able to do what you enjoy. So
I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I believe that I believe my day normally ends at around 1 a.m. too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I have another narcissism question coming your way. So since you do all of this, are you going to come to the Thoughtful Book Festival in August?
Oh, I'm not sure. Where is that? Is it in America?
It will be in America, but it's virtual, so you just click the link and you show
Oh, okay. Yeah. If it's virtual, then yeah. Because currently I'm in Yorkshire in England. But yeah, definitely if it's virtual.
We will be there in 5 weeks in Yorkshire.
Oh, wow. Okay, whereabouts? Oh, virtually, yeah.
No,
Okay.
not virtually.
Really?
Like, it'll be our 3rd time in England. We do a book tour every summer in England.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whereabouts are you going?
Please don't laugh. We'll be in Bradford. Every time I tell people, they start chuckling. They go, really? I don't understand what that's about. I don't.
Okay, no, they've got a great literature festival. So, yeah. No, that'd be cool.
Indie Lit Fest?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Heard of that. Yeah.
So, we're reading poetry at the Lit Fest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Come see us. Moving on to more interesting things about you. You got interviewed by The Guardian or the BBC? Which one? And you were Chrissy B.
Yeah, I mean, so I've done stuff with BBC introducing. That's kind of like where the music's really started to take off. They kind of had me in for a few kind of live sessions, interviews and things. So and that's been really good. Kind of like getting some radio airplay and things like that.
And you sing folklore?
Yeah, like folk music. The kind of there's not always I kind of don't really use choruses, so they're kind of like more poems in song form. And yeah, kind of on the guitar singing, and usually always about kind of trees. I've kind of got a big thing for trees, so.
Hence the trip to Siberia.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that is amazing. Airplay and everything and on the BBC, and you were on Chrissy B. When?
Yeah, we did that was my first ever TV appearance, and yeah, that was amazing. I mean, there's like 3 huge cameras, and yeah, I was so nervous for that, but it was really cool to kind of like actually be on TV.
Okay, can I ask, what did you do in the green room? Because I do love her green room, and her snacks are kind of good.
I just kind of practiced through the songs. I was a bit nervous, so I kind of wanted to, really make sure I was fine. But I mean, to be fair, we recorded 3 times, so yeah, there was going to be 1 take at least.
That is, and Chrissy's so nice. I like her.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, you guys, just in case you're wondering who we're talking about, that means you need to pick up an issue of our 25 Hottest, because Chrissy's in it. She's on the freaking cover. Well, not exactly. She's on the inside cover. That works. Nora Charney's on the cover. Good God, he's hot. Anyway, moving on. So folk music. We've done some we talked about the poetry review. So now it is time for poetry. Are you reading any for us today?
Yeah, I've got a short poem. This one's kind of brand new. It's not really out anywhere, but I thought I'd give it a whirl. It's very short, but it's about house stamp out of all the subjects. So yeah, it's called The Miracle of Mould. The Miracle of Mould. It sweats a palette of purple stars to birthmark newborn skies. Each bruise is a pinprick miracle whose galaxies of dead weight are spinning dreams from dust. Hooked on air like an addict or artist, the house is sucked to a shadow of its former self. Masterpiece or mould, it's difficult to tell until the brick turns bad, like any love bite does.
That is beautiful.
Thanks.
Very cerebral.
Yeah.
I have a lot to think about now. Although I think it's interesting how you were saying how the mold, you can't really tell it's there until the brick turns bad. That is a lot of work and a lot of time. And you think about little spores can destroy so much.
Thanks.
That's a lot of power. Very nice. So you normally find your inspiration in nature. Do you think you'll ever move on to finding your inspiration in people? That's part 1 of my question. And part 2 of my question, will you ever write a novel?
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not just limited to nature. But yeah, I mean, kind of, I'm actually working on my very first kind of short story, like super short. And that's completely different. That's kind of more of a kind of dystopian kind of world of the future, about hearts, when you can go to a supermarket and buy a new heart. So so yeah, kind of really interested in kind of branching out and discovering new kind of themes.
Oh, well, if you could finish that before, October, I would be honored to publish it.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you a copy, see what you think.
Thank you. I mean, come on. Someone from England who's awesome. I definitely want that in my magazine. Our first magazine comes out October the 6th, and it's our first literary magazine, so that would be awesome to have you in.
Yeah, okay, cool. Great.
Ms. Cuttle, you have been an amazing guest, and I thoroughly enjoyed your poem. I'm going to do something different because I'm not sure I filled my 15 minutes. I'm in the studio alone. Like, I don't even have my staff here today. So that's why we're having technical difficulties, as always. So any questions that you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I guess, like, because obviously I only know kind of the poetry scene in England. I'd be quite interested to know, like, what's it like in America? Poetry.
We are considered to be pop poetry, kind of, sort of, which is weird because we don't deal with pop subjects, but we are not huge on the literary scene, not very large on the literary scene. I will tell you that we have a vibrant spoken word, which is more attended than our poetry scene. And poetry is making a comeback, so I'm thrilled to be a part of that, if you can actually call us a part of that. But it's doing okay. It's actually, this is the first year where anthologies and poem collections actually sold more than normal, because normally publishers don't touch poetry with a 10-foot pole. If you don't get published. So a lot of us had to self-publish and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've never been to America, but I'd definitely love to come. So yeah.
Dude, it's a hop and a skip. And aren't you guys closer to Stansted or Luton?
Well, I'm from York, so kind of I go from Manchester usually, but I did live in Cambridge until recently, and Stansted was just like literally around the corner. So.
Oh, Cambridge boys, they were so cute. I'm sorry, moving on. Memories. So I want to thank you so much for coming on our show. Can you tell everyone where to find you and about all your interviews and books and stuff like that?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been great. I have a website, so it's just my name.com, www.jadecuttle.com. And yeah, I've got all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, and yeah, so definitely check it out.
Awesome. You guys definitely check her out. And I'm kind of sad no one hopped on the link today, but everyone's like, oh my goodness, you're going to have a real celeb from England? Oh, I want to see that on Facebook. And no one showed up. So I'm disappointed in my audience who did not watch this live. I know you guys will watch it later, but come on. Live would have been so much cooler. Maybe she would have sang. You don't know. Anyway, I guess I should wrap it up on my end. I am Winona and Jade is not here. Boo-hoo. I am very sad about this. And yes, she does have my flask. She literally took it out of the studio so I could not drink during this interview. I'm actually kind of happy I couldn't. I'm not an alcoholic. It's just, drinks help. And we heard 2 of the End I Thought ladies. There are now 15 of us. You can find everything we do at andwethought.com. You guys check it out, because remember that this year we're going to Ibiza for recording for the TV show in Ibiza. Also, at the ladies tab, go to the middle, and right at the middle is the 3 charities that we probably support. So please, you guys, support them also. They do wonderful work. So our tagline. Yeah, I almost forgot our tagline. Ha! Oh, yeah. We have the Thoughtful Book Festival coming up on August 31st and the Writers Experience October 10th and 11th in Vegas. Buy tickets for that. And now our tagline. I'm officially done. Remember that wisdom is all around you if you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona. And I wish you could see my manicure because it is so nice. Bye-bye.
Bye.